Hi, I'm Ramble and this is another monthly challenge. This month I did the 30-day yoga challenge. I did 2 weeks of morning yoga and 2 weeks of evening yoga. Before we get started, I want to tell you about the next monthly challenge. Next month, I want to do a 30-day makeup challenge. Now, for some of you, wearing makeup daily won't be something new. It would be quite common. It might even be in your daily routine. However, I hardly wear makeup. I only wear makeup when I film these videos or when I go to a party or on carnival. And apart from that, I really go barefaced. I don't put on creams or anything like that. So 30 days of makeup will be quite the challenge for me, but you could join me. If you don't wear makeup very often, you could try and do the 30-day makeup challenge. Or if you wear makeup daily, why don't you try to do no makeup for 30 days? Let's get on with the yoga challenge. I hadn't had previous experiences from yoga. I've never done it before. I've always heard snippets of stories of how beneficial it was for them or how they would recommend it for me because I have such stiff muscles and stiff joints, but I never really considered doing it myself, or I really didn't get into it at all. I didn't think of trying to do it. So this was a good challenge to see if I would like it. Now, I did 2 weeks of morning yoga first, and the first time I did it, my first thoughts were, ouch, it really hurt for me. It's probably because my stiff muscles and my stiff joints are really bad, worse than I probably want to admit. And I realized very quickly you have to put your hair up because it gets in your face, it gets in the way. It's really annoying when you don't put your hair up when you're doing yoga. And the other thing was not to wear loose clothes. It was flailing around, it was in my face, it was just coming off. It wasn't very comfortable with a very big t-shirt. For the second day, I wrote down, oh dear, I think I need yoga really bad. My body's so stiff. And that is basically, the first week of yoga was basically just realizing how much I really needed yoga. There were some days where I had to do it by myself without a video, and it was okay, but I preferred doing it with a video because I wasn't as experienced. After a few days, it was relaxing. I really started to enjoy it. It was quite good to wake you up. I realized very quickly that it had a lot to do with controlled breathing and stretching. The morning yoga I thought was quite good and I enjoyed it, but after the 2 weeks, I thought it wouldn't be worth it to do yoga in the morning and have to wake up even earlier to do so. So the first 2 weeks, I enjoyed doing it, but I didn't see me continue to do so. The first few days of the beginning yoga routines, I was quite disappointed because I thought it would be different. I had something very different in mind. The first 3 days, I was like not having it. I thought like, well, this seems more like not really meditation and not really yoga and not really stretching. I was a little bit skeptical right at the beginning, but after the third night of doing evening yoga, I was blown away of how beneficial it was. I loved it. After the third day, it was like it snapped and it changed everything. I've never fallen asleep so quickly than the last few days of the evening yoga challenge. I didn't even know my body could do that because I am an extreme overthinker and I will need a long time to fall asleep because I'm thinking of everything. I'm thinking of the future, I'm thinking of the past, I'm thinking about the day, I'm thinking about so many things when I go to bed. It's extremely hard for me to fall asleep. After doing the evening yoga, I was so amazed of the effects it had. I was sleeping better and falling asleep much faster. I really loved the effect and loved the benefits of it. I would have never imagined how quickly I would enjoy yoga and be so enthusiastic about it. At this point of time, I can't imagine not doing it before bed. It's a lovely feeling to get into bed and fall asleep instantly. It was great. I loved doing the evening yoga. I actually really want to continue this because it's good for me, it's good for my sleep and my health. And I've never thought it would be this fascinating and this amazing. The effect was great. I loved it so much. In conclusion, the yoga challenge was a complete success. I loved it so much. On the one hand, I'm not the biggest fan of morning yoga. Not because I'm not a morning person, it just wasn't perfect for me. Morning yoga wasn't really my thing. Evening yoga was definitely the most positive thing and a very good result after 2 weeks. I'm very happy that I found a method to improve my sleep and fall asleep faster. I really do like that aspect and really love that part, and I will continue doing that. If you're someone with stiff muscles or you can't get to sleep very fast, I would definitely recommend it to you. Give it at least 1 or 2 weeks, because like I said, after the 3rd day it hit me. Beforehand I was not very impressed with it. The only thing I would recommend for people who want to try yoga for the first time, don't do 5-minute yoga. 5-minute yoga for me, I tried to do a couple of 5-minute yogas in the morning and a couple of 5-minute yogas in the evening, and quickly realized 5 minutes is not enough time. I was never very satisfied after the 5 minutes doing the yoga. I preferred 10 minutes. Between 10 and 30 minutes was a great time. I wouldn't recommend people to do 5-minute yoga every day for 30 days, because I think you wouldn't enjoy it as much and you wouldn't see the benefits, because you just can't relax fast enough in 5 minutes. Maybe for some people it works, but that's definitely the experience I got from that. Are you into yoga? Do you do it, or do you want to try it? Comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you give it a thumbs up or subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye!